Have you ever felt like your mind just won't stop racing? Do you lie awake worrying about things you can't control? Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed even when nothing's really happening? If you said yes to any of those, you are not alone. Hi friends, and welcome back to Son.Mindfulness. We're so glad you're here. This channel is your safe space, a place where we learn to let go, stay calm, and grow through gentle spiritual awakening. Every week, we share real tools from Buddhist wisdom, simple practices that help you feel lighter, clearer, and more peaceful, especially in your later years. Today's topic is more important than ever, because most of us are carrying too much inside. We stress over things we cannot change. We expect life to make sense before we feel joy, but that day never comes. That's why this video matters. We're going to uncover the 7 powerful lessons from Buddhist teachings to help you stop worrying, live with presence, and finally let go. If you stay with us until the end, you'll walk away with not just insight, but a real sense of calm in your body and the quiet beginning of your own spiritual awakening. So take a breath, get comfortable. You deserve this. Don't forget to subscribe to Son.Mindfulness for more healing content every week. And if this helps you, please share it with someone you love. From our hearts to yours, may you always be healthy, peaceful, joyful, and lucky in every step of life. Now, are you ready to discover how to stay calm, even when life isn't? Let's begin. Part 1. Be present. Peace lives only in now. When was the last time you truly felt calm? Not distracted, not worrying, just calm. Maybe it was a quiet morning walk, or sipping coffee while watching the rain. But for many of us, those moments feel rare. Especially after 50, life becomes noisy. We think about our children, our health, our future. We carry so many what-ifs. What if my health gets worse? What if I run out of money? What if I become a burden? These questions don't make us wiser, they make us anxious. They steal our peace. They fill our hearts with fear. And yet, none of those things are happening right now. Right now you're breathing. Right now your heart is still beating. Right now this moment is safe. Buddhism teaches a beautiful truth. The present moment is the only place peace can live. Think about that. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, only now. The past is memory. The future is imagination. But now, this breath, this second, is real. When we leave this moment, we suffer. We create fake problems in our heads. Our bodies react as if those fears are real. Let me tell you a short story, a true story, the warrior and the monk. There was once a great general in ancient China, feared by all, respected by kings. One day he asked a Buddhist monk, "How do you stay calm when war is always coming?" The monk smiled. He said, "Because I live in the only moment I ever have, this one." The general was confused. He asked again, "But what if the enemy attacks tomorrow?" The monk replied, "If they come tomorrow, I will face them tomorrow. But I will not suffer today for a battle that hasn't begun." The general stayed silent. That day, he began his own spiritual awakening. He learned to let go of fear that wasn't real yet. Try this now. Close your eyes. Feel your breath going in and out. Notice your feet on the floor. Listen to the sounds around you. Feel the weight of your body sitting still. That's the present. It's always available, it costs nothing, and it heals everything. You don't need to fix your whole life to stay calm. You just need to return to this moment. Every time your mind races into fear, gently bring it back. Say to yourself, "Right now, I am safe. Right now, I am breathing." And that is enough. With practice, it becomes easier. You don't become fearless, you become present, and presence is where peace lives. Ask yourself, have you spent more time today in your head than in the moment? What's one simple way you could return to now, just for a few breaths? What do you notice when you slow down and observe instead of react? Feel free to share below. Your insight may help someone else stay calm too. But what if the pain we carry isn't just from what happens? What if it comes from how hard we fight it? Let's explore that together in part 2. Acceptance isn't giving up. It's letting go of resistance. Part 2. Acceptance isn't giving up, it's letting go of resistance. Do you ever feel like life isn't going your way? Like you're pushing and pushing but still stuck? You're not alone. It happens to all of us, especially when things go wrong. A diagnosis, a loss, a delay that changes everything. And what do? We fight it. We say this shouldn't have happened. We ask, why me? But here's the truth. Fighting reality doesn't change it. It just makes us suffer more. A teaching from the Buddha. The Buddha once said, pain is certain, suffering is optional. What did he mean? That life will bring hardship, but how we respond is up to us. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the need to control what we can't. It means softening into what is. A story of a widow in Kyoto. In post-war Japan, a widow lost her only son. Every day she wept at the temple. Why did he die? He was all I had. A Zen master approached her. He didn't offer answers, just sat beside her and said, your tears are sacred. Cry, but don't try to rewrite what has already happened. That moment changed her. She didn't stop grieving, but she let go of the resistance, and slowly she found peace in the pain. That was her spiritual awakening. Not the end of sorrow, but the beginning of healing. What acceptance really means. It means, this is what's happening right now. I may not like it, I may wish it were different, but I won't fight reality anymore. It's the moment you stop clenching your fists, the moment your shoulders drop, the moment you finally breathe again. Have you ever noticed this? That the more we resist, the worse it feels? Like holding a beach ball underwater, it only gets heavier. Let it rise, let it float, let go of the inner war. That's where peace begins. What it's not acceptance doesn't mean you stop trying. It doesn't mean you like what happened. It doesn't mean you don't care. It means you stop pretending it isn't real. And when you do, something powerful happens. You become clear. You make wiser choices. You stop wasting energy on what can't be changed and use it to stay calm with what can. Ask yourself, what have you been fighting that's already happened? Is there something in your life you need to accept, not to lose, but to heal? Can you find peace in saying, this is what it is, and I'm okay with that for now? If yes, share it. You're not alone in this. But even when we accept reality, our minds still chatter. They whisper doubts, fears, and what-ifs. Let's explore how to quiet that noise in part 3. Not every thought deserves your attention. Part 3. Not every thought deserves your attention. Do you believe everything you think? Most of us do. But what if your thoughts lie? What if not every voice in your head is telling the truth? Our minds are powerful, but they're not always kind, and they're not always right. The storm inside your head. Have you ever had a thought like, I'm not good enough. I'll never get better. Something bad is going to happen. These thoughts show up uninvited, and they sound so convincing, but that doesn't mean they're real. A thought is just a thought. It's not a prophecy. It's not a fact. It's just mental weather passing through. The Buddha taught this clearly. You are not your thoughts, he said. You are the awareness behind them. The sky and the clouds. Imagine your mind as the sky. Thoughts are clouds. Some are light and harmless, others dark and stormy, but none of them stay. Even the worst cloud moves on. But if you chase it, you suffer. If you believe it, you get pulled into the storm. Instead, be the sky. Let go of needing to react to every thought. Watch them float. Watch them fade. This is your spiritual awakening. A story. The Monk and the Bandit. A wandering monk once faced a bandit in the woods. The bandit said, "Aren't you afraid I'll kill you?" The monk replied calmly, "You can only kill my body, but you cannot touch my peace." He had mastered his mind. He didn't believe his fear. He didn't panic. He chose to stay calm. The bandit left, shaken. Why? Because he met a man freer than fear. You can be that too. You already are. You just forgot. What to do with a bad thought? Don't fight it. Don't argue. Just observe. Label it, a worried thought. Or there's fear talking again. Then gently say, I see you, but I don't have to believe you. That single pause can save you hours of stress. It brings you back to now, back to breath, back to peace. You don't silence your mind. You stop obeying it. That's true freedom. Ask yourself, what thought has been repeating in your head lately? Is it helping you or hurting you? Could you take a breath and simply say, that's just a thought. I let it go. Share your answer. You might inspire someone else to break free. But what about fear that feels heavy and endless? What if it won't go away? Let's face that together in part 4. Impermanence, this too shall pass. Part 4. Impermanence. This too shall pass. Have you ever felt stuck in a moment that felt endless? Like the sadness would never lift? Like the fear would stay forever? We all have. But here's what Buddhism teaches us. Nothing lasts forever. Not joy, not sorrow, not even fear. Everything changes. Everything moves, even when we don't see it right away. This truth is called impermanence. And when you truly understand it, you begin to stay calm, even in chaos. Because you know, deep down, this too shall pass. Nature never stays the same. Think of the seasons. Spring never clings to summer. Autumn doesn't beg winter to stop. They flow, they shift. So do our lives, so do our emotions. But we forget. We believe our pain is permanent. But it isn't. No storm stays forever. No night lasts without a dawn. A story of Lincoln's ring. President Abraham Lincoln once wore a ring. Inside it was engraved, "This too shall pass." Why? Because he faced war, loss, loneliness, and he needed a reminder that even suffering has an end. One day when his young son died, he clenched that ring, he cried. But he didn't collapse. He knew grief was a wave. He didn't fight it. He didn't rush it. He let it come. He let it go. That was his quiet, spiritual awakening. Emotions are like weather. Think about it. When rain falls, do you try to stop it? No, you grab a coat, or you wait it out. Feelings are the same. They come, they go, but they don't define you. Instead of saying, I am anxious, try saying, I'm feeling anxiety right now. It's a small shift, but it creates space, and in that space, healing begins. A gentle practice for pain. Next time you feel overwhelmed, try this. Place your hand on your chest. Take 3 slow breaths, and whisper, this is a moment. It will pass. I've made it through worse, and I will make it through this. That's how you stay calm in the storm. You don't fight the wave, you float with it. You trust it will end. Because it will. Ask yourself, what pain are you holding as if it will last forever? What if today you reminded yourself, this will pass? What would happen if you truly believed that? Share your thoughts below. Your honesty might be a light for someone else. But sometimes the reason we can't find peace is because we're trying too hard to control everything. Let's explore that next in part 5. Let go of control. It was never yours to carry. Part 5. Let go of control. It was never yours to carry. Have you ever stayed up late, thinking about things you can't change? We all have. We worry about loved ones. We replay old conversations. We imagine the worst. We tell ourselves, if I just plan enough, I'll stay safe. If I think harder, I'll find the answer. If I control it all, nothing will go wrong. But here's the truth. Control is an illusion, the burden of control. Trying to control everything is exhausting. It steals your peace, it breaks your sleep, and it never really works. You can't control your health forever, or your children's choices, or what others say about you. The only thing you can control is how you respond. That's it. And when you learn to let go of the rest, you begin to truly breathe. You begin to stay calm. A story. General Eisenhower before D-Day. Before the D-Day invasion in World War II, General Eisenhower knew the risks. Thousands of lives were at stake. The weather could turn. The enemy might anticipate them, but he had made the best plan he could. The night before, he wrote a letter. It wasn't a victory speech, it was an apology in case they failed. He said, I take full responsibility. Then he went to bed. He had done all he could. The rest he had to let go. That, too, is a spiritual awakening. Control versus presence. Buddhism teaches you can act with wisdom, but you must release attachment to outcomes. You give your best. You show up with care. You let life unfold. The river doesn't need your hand to flow. The tree doesn't ask for your permission to grow. So why do we carry this weight? Like we must hold the world together. Let it go. Let the universe breathe without you gripping it so tight. A practice to let go. Next time you feel tight inside, ask yourself, what am I trying to control right now? Then say this aloud, I've done my part. The rest is not mine to carry. Let that weight slide off your shoulders. Give yourself permission to trust, because letting go isn't weakness. It's wisdom. It's courage. It's choosing peace over perfection. Ask yourself, what have you been trying to control this week? Is it helping you or hurting you? Can you let go just for today and trust life a little more? Let us know below. Sometimes sharing your truth lightens the load. But what if the real battle isn't outside? It's the voice inside your own mind. Let's meet that voice with compassion in part 6. Speak kindly to the voice inside you. Part 6. Speak kindly to the voice inside you. Have you ever noticed the voice inside your head? The one that worries, criticizes, doubts you? It says things like, you're not good enough, you always mess things up, why even try? That voice doesn't mean to hurt you. It thinks it's protecting you. But most times, it just wears you down. A childhood voice that never grew up. That inner voice began long ago. Maybe as a scared child. Maybe after failure. Maybe from someone else's cruel words. But now? You don't need fear to guide you anymore. You need kindness. You need truth. The Buddha taught, your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. So guard them. Not with anger, but with compassion. A story, Queen Elizabeth and her inner world. Queen Elizabeth II once shared this quietly. I often speak to myself, not out loud, but in reflection. Even as a leader of nations, she carried doubt, but she also carried dignity and self-kindness. In private journals, she reminded herself, you are doing your best. That is enough today. That's power. That's grace. That's choosing to stay calm with yourself. You can be your own friend. Next time your mind says, you'll fail again, pause, take a deep breath, and speak back, gently. Say, I hear you, you're scared, but I've got this. We're safe now. That's not silly. That's healing. That's a deep spiritual awakening. A daily practice of self-talk. Try this each morning. Place your hand over your heart and whisper, I am enough. I am learning. I will let go of fear today. Then smile. Yes, even a small one. It softens your nervous system. It reminds your body, I'm not under attack. Over time, your inner voice becomes softer, kinder, wiser. Not because life got easier, but because you got gentler with yourself. Ask yourself, what has your inner voice been saying lately? Would you speak to a loved one the same way? Could you choose one kind sentence to say to yourself today? Let's practice below. Share the kindest thought you've told yourself this week. But even with kindness inside us, there's one more secret to living peacefully. Let's uncover it together in part 7. Practice joy. Not when life is perfect, but now. Part 7. Practice joy. Not when life is perfect, but now. Do you ever tell yourself, I'll be happy when things calm down, when the bills are paid, when everything is in order? But that day rarely comes. There's always another worry, another task, another reason to postpone joy. But Buddhism teaches something different. Joy is not a reward. It's a practice, a decision, a moment. You don't wait for joy. You choose it. The joy of small things. Joy doesn't always look big. It's not always loud. Sometimes it's a quiet smile, or warm tea in your hands, or sunlight on your skin. Have you felt that lately? Or have you been too busy chasing the next thing? True joy lives in stillness. It waits for you to stop running. It arrives when you stay calm. A story, Maya Angelou's gentle joy. Maya Angelou, the poet and civil rights icon, once said, be present in all things, and thankful for all things. Even in hardship, she looked for joy. A song, a memory, a shared meal. In her journals, she often wrote, "I may not control the world, but I can choose how I see it." That's what spiritual awakening looks like. Not fireworks, but gratitude, steady, soft, sacred. Start small, feel big. Joy doesn't need to wait for retirement, or for the kids to call, or for the doctor's report to be perfect. Joy lives in now, in the breath you're taking, in the fact that you're alive, right here. You've survived so much. You've kept going. That alone is reason enough for joy. Let that truth rise inside you. Let it warm you. Let go of the belief that joy must be earned. Practice 3 moments of joy. Try this today. Pause 3 times, just 3. And ask, what's beautiful right now? Maybe it's a tree outside. Maybe your cat curled by the window. Maybe your own breath. Let each one fill you, just for a moment. That's how joy grows. That's how peace returns. Ask yourself, what small joy have you been overlooking? What if you made joy part of your daily practice, not just a distant reward? Can you let go of the myth that life must be perfect to feel happiness? If so, comment below. Tell us one thing today that brought you a smile. You've made it through all 7 principles. And maybe, just maybe, you're starting to feel something shift. This journey wasn't just about information. It was about transformation. A quiet, gentle return to what you already knew inside. That peace is possible. That you can stay calm. That joy can begin now. And that your own spiritual awakening is already unfolding. Absolutely true. Here is the full conclusion section, rewritten in English, keeping it simple, heartfelt, and meaningful for readers over 50. It reflects deep gratitude, summarizes the main lessons, gently invites reflection, and uses the keywords let go, spiritual awakening, and stay calm with care and natural flow. Conclusion. The journey begins within you. You've walked through all 7 parts with us. You listened, you reflected, and you opened your heart. Together we explored how to stay calm in the middle of life's storms. We learned when to let go of what we can't control, and we felt the quiet rise of a personal spiritual awakening. Do you feel a little lighter now? Is there something inside you that's softened? A weight? A fear? A voice you no longer need to believe? You've learned that peace isn't waiting in the future. It's available in this moment. That letting go is not weakness. It's wisdom. It's grace. That not every thought deserves your belief. And that you can be gentle with yourself. That all things, even pain, will pass. And your heart knows how to heal. And most of all, you don't need to be perfect to feel joy. You just need to be present, right here, right now. So, what will you practice starting today? Will you smile more? Will you pause and feel your breath? Will you speak kindly to yourself? We invite you to share your thoughts below. Your story might be the light someone else needs. We read every comment with love and care. If this video touched you, please subscribe to our channel, Son.Mindfulness. We're here to walk with you through healing, letting go, and living mindfully. You are not alone. We let go together. We stay calm together. We grow into this quiet, gentle spiritual awakening, one breath at a time. Thank you for staying with us until the end. May you be healthy, peaceful, joyful, and lucky in every step of your journey with deep gratitude. Thank you.